Alrighty. Today is day seven. Let me do the calculation in my head. Six? Maybe 7. I don't know. 6 or 7 of my experiment. Now, what is this experiment, you ask? Well, it's weird. It's weird. I'm not going to lie to you. It is you're going to think I'm absolutely insane, but I will be making a future video to explain the entire thing. I'm almost hesitant to say it because it's like I don't want to get too much backlash. I am on a low protein diet.
You need to leave.
For a little bit, for a very specific reason. And I want to test some things out, confirm some literature that we may have, try some stuff out, and it's going to make for a very, very interesting recap, and it's going to blow your mind in terms of understanding. I'm just gonna say it's a very, very interesting topic. I have been having under like 60 or under grams of protein per day for the last like week. I feel fine so far, no issues, but I will explain everything later. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be a doozy, and I'm not suggesting you try this, all right? I'm going to give all of the background information. That way there's no confusion whatsoever on what I am and what I am not recommending. This is an N=1 experiment, and I will keep you guys updated with the results. But let us get to our leg workout. Who is that? Calf training? What are you doing?
Good, bro.
How you been?
Good, man.
Calf training, beta male behavior right there.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, you're good. Good. Nice. Come on. Good. Come on. Nice. Come on. Up. Go. Go. Good. That was 6, right?
Yeah, you touched the last one?
I did,
You
but
did.
I think you would have
Don't
got
lie
it.
to me. Don't lie to me, Joe.
No, I think you would have got it. Like I did that just because I didn't want you to feel like you had to fight for like 10 seconds or anything like that. But you would have eventually got through it.
That's the thing, like with this machine,
Good set.
if you're trying to fight through that last rep, you're gonna be there for so long,
Well,
dude,
and
it's like
that's-
not worth it.
I always, because like sometimes people would be like, why'd you stop? Because they would see me like going up very slow on a rep, and then I'll just like let it drop. They're like, why'd you stop? I'm like, because the fatigue that I would get from trying to grind that rep for the next 5 seconds, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it for another set.
Yeah, people also don't understand resistance profiles in that context. Is like you can do that with certain things. Like if I was on that prime creature curl where I have it loaded at the bottom, for sure, like I can try and grind through that because it's gonna drop off at the top. So like it's not as big of a deal. But like with this, that mid range is so tough.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to just be like suspended in midair for 5 seconds.
Well, I used to do it all the time with presses, where what would happen is I would get to here, and then I would just like let it drop. And people are like, "What are you doing? Like you could have got that rep."
Right.
I'm like, but then I'm just like working my tries for the rest of that movement. I like no point. I would have been grinding out to get some like lateral and medial head on the triceps. I don't need that. Let's get to the next exercise. All right, and on to some hinges. Getting a little extra range of motion with those plates on there. For Booney, it's more range than me though. How tall are you again?
6'1".
6'1". Okay.
On the dot. Actually, maybe slightly above, but
Yeah,
I say
you
6'1".
You look tall. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw you for the first time in person, I was surprised at your height. And you also carry a decent amount of mass for your height, which just isn't that normal. Normally,
appreciate
guys who are taller look a little lankier than you do.
yeah.
So
That's like my little brother. He's got an inch of height on me, but he's an absolute beanpole. But
you know who was a shocking person to meet in person? You probably don't even know who he is because he might have been before your time. He still posts, but he was a little bit more known a few years back. Do you know who the Ripter is? Have you ever seen?
Yeah. We follow each other on Instagram.
Have you ever seen him in person? He is a person who is surprising when you meet him in person. Because you're like, on camera, like he looks a little bit lankier, but you see him in person, and because he's like 6'3", 6'4",
Yeah.
you're like, oh, like you're an imposing dude.
Dude, it's like surprising to see how much larger people. Like it's so much more impressive to see tall people with a ton of size on them.
So much more.
Like people talk about seeing what's his name? John Effer. They
Oh
talk
my
about
gosh.
seeing him in person, and they're like, he's literally a monster. Like,
Have you seen his stage shots where he's next
oh,
to
yeah.
people who are
It's
like
insane,
under
dude.
a height short?
It literally looks like photoshopped. It's crazy.
He is one of the most ridiculous. I think if you were to meet him in person, he'd be one of the most impressive people, like from in person, stature, size, everything.
Yeah, very similar with like Andrew Jacked. I'm sure Andrew Jacked is just very imposing.
Oh my gosh. I was talking with him and he's like, yeah, I'm not really sure if like I want to like continue the bodybuilder route and stuff like that. I'm like, but it would be so sick if you did.
It would.
I'm like, you at 300 pounds shredded would be.
What was he at on stage? You know?
I think he was like around 260, 270.
Daggum.
Yeah, he
could definitely put on some size, dude.
But
100%.
no, like I selfishly, I just want to see him blast as much as possible to see what, because he'd look like Master Chief at that point.
Dude, yeah. It's like, dude, why are you not just like completely screwing up your body for me? Like, I want to see it.
Who cares? Who cares about your heart? Whatever else, like, yeah, just get as big as possible. Sebum, that guy is not 6'1".
He's not.
I'm sorry, he is not.
Dude, when I right before I had met him, like a couple years back, I was talking to, I can't remember who it was exactly. It was one of like the assistants that was running Raw, and I was like training with him. And I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure like Sebum is not 6'1", because I'm a solid 6'1". I say, like, because I'm slightly over, I say 6'1", because then it makes everyone else look bad. He's like, sure. Oh yeah, I'm 6'2", and I'm like, well, we're kind of the same height though. But he was like, yeah, he's definitely like closer to 6 foot, and I was surprised. But when I got that picture with him, I was like, yeah.
I met him in person. I'm like, my eyes are almost at your nose level. Something is not adding up. I am not 5'11".
Let me show the good people of YouTube a picture.
And then everybody downplays his height.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking it up on Google, and on Google they said he was 5'9". Yeah.
Yeah, Urs is, you see a picture of him and Sebum next to each other, and they're almost looking eye to eye.
Yeah.
It's like, how is this guy stepping on stage at 5'9",
yep,
and Sebum's on stage at 6'1.5"?
No,
like,
I would say out of all the things in bodybuilding, that's the biggest like lies from different people, and it's height.
It's height,
yeah.
For sure.
I'm like looking at some people, they're like, yeah, I'm 5'8". I'm like, no, because I know that guy's 5'8". You're not 5'8".
Dude, do you remember one of the earliest conversations we had when we connected was about Mike Sommerfeld's height?
Yes.
And then I made a video on it, and he commented on the video.
What did he say? He
was like, I'm technically like slightly over 5'9", so I get the. That's what I'm saying. He does not look 5'9" at all.
No.
So he gets the 5'10" and under treatment. I'm like, dude, there's just, I have a hard time believing that.
Just looking at him next to the other people, like, I know when you are a little bit stockier, like, you'll look shorter than you are.
Yeah.
But I've done some pretty close parallels between him and the other athletes. I'd be shocked if he was over 5'8".
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I would be shocked.
That's what I'm saying. And it could be just like, he's almost as wide as he is tall, but at the same time, it's like, looking at him next to like even Ramon and whoever else who's like supposedly 5'10", 5'11", it's like, he's a decent amount shorter than those guys. Like,
I mean, if they're measuring him over 5'9", it makes more sense as to how he's making weight. That would make more sense. That's what I'm saying,
because that literally would give him an extra like 20 pounds. Like,
it gives it, yeah. It's I think each inch is somewhere around like 8 to 10 pounds, right, something like that.
But like, if people were measuring him sub 5'8", and then he's saying he's sub 5'10",
yeah,
that's around like, that's 16 pounds. You know, like that's substantial. I wonder like how much the IFBB is kind of just like.
Well, I've heard talk before about them favoring people height-wise sometimes, and I'm like, I hope it's not happening to the level that people are saying, but you never know.
Somehow always ends up being the guy that's winning. I don't know.
Sebum, 6'1", weight cap increased by 15 pounds.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not accusing. Just
imagine, and imagine Urs. Imagine Urs, like, he literally had to go into open because he wasn't like meeting the weight cap.
Yeah.
Like if they gave him the extra inch, imagine what he could be doing. If anyone tries to tell you that working out with the boys isn't optimal, just show them this video, because this is a...
How many pounds is that? 60? 60 pounds? 70 pounds.
I have no idea what he said. I'm just nodding. Nice. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good.
Holy, shaking like a leaf, dude.
I'm just watching. If that was
crazy.
If that was free weight, it would have been some heavy twerking going on.
Oh yeah. I think I'm stronger at free weight SLDLs than I am at machine, or at least Smith machine SLDLs. I don't know why.
Oh,
maybe it's because I can cheat it more, but
So I have noticed that with some people. I think it's because of your height. So the taller you are, the harder it is to stay on a fixed range of motion when it comes to a machine. So like somebody like me, like obviously I'm a little bit shorter, there's less range for it to have to travel through. And because of that, there's less of a play when it comes to your joint angles and everything. For you, it's like there's a lot more additional torque happening when it has to go in a very, very straight line.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, but I could be wrong.
But
I also noticed that, because like a lot of people said, oh, well, if you're doing a Smith machine, then it's like taking the weight for you, and that's like, you're not actually strong.
Yeah.
Every time I have gone to a free weight, I have done usually about the same amount. I do 5.5 on the Smith machine, and in free weight, I do 5.5 as well. So,
how can that be? Because machines don't translate to real life strength.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey guys, guess what?
PSYOP.
Guess what? They still have to work. And because it's mostly a straight up and down motion anyways,
Yeah.
like what's gonna happen? Sure, there might be a little bit of play back and forth, but once your form is good, you should be going primarily straight up and down.
Right.
This is, out of all the various SLDL variants I've tried, this is my favorite one.
Would you say you have long or shorter arms?
Short.
Shorter?
Yeah.
So that makes this even more impressive, the fact that your hinges are so strong.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about that aspect before. But
I mean, that's like...
I played basketball and volleyball growing up, and it was always frustrating to me because even guys who were the same height as me, we would do reach tests, and they would have an additional like 4 inches on me in terms of reach.
Yeah.
So it was like every time it came to anything to do with jumping, I would have to get that much higher in order to compete with those guys.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the guys that are all like demons on the deadlift, they have short torsos and long arms.
Dude, have you seen Sawyer?
I mean, I know who he is.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Sawyer, because like I did a workout with him, and we didn't do deadlifts or anything, but I was taking a look at some of his ratios. His length from here to here, it's like here to here. It is ridiculous. And so we did preacher curls. He sucks at them. He's so bad at them because it's such a long lever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like everything is coming together and making sense.
Yeah. Biomechanics, you sly dog.
No, like I kid you not, he had to do 40 pounds less than me on the preacher curl. Like it was that drastic because of the lever.
I wonder that.
And he actually had decent biceps too. So it's like it's not because of the muscle necessarily. It's because it's like you have to produce so much more.
The amount of work that's being done.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. I wonder how much that guy, what's his name, professional weak guy.
Oh,
You've seen him? I wonder what his proportions are like. I'm sure they're crazy.
I saw this one guy who has like the world record for his particular weight when it comes to deadlift, and his torso is like
it's tiny.
It's like a foot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the range of motion on their deadlifts is just like nothing.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yup. Yep. That's money. Keep going.
Ooh.
Yup.
Ooh.
Yup.
Okay.
Wholly living on the edge.
There's your example right there.
Yeah.
I could have fought to get through on that last one. I was like, not going to be worth it.
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust the beach volleyball courts here. Like they don't look all that appealing.
Yeah.
They look very ill-used.
Yeah, they've I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I mean, if there's people out there playing, like I'd be down to play, but
people play in my neighborhood all the time.
You have courts? Dude, we should go.
I mean, if you want to make your way out.
Dude, we should go. That'd be so much fun. Yup. Come on. Come on. Come on, Joel.
Okay. Oh.
Good set, good set.
I figured out a little too late into that set that it's slightly too long for me. So you know how it doesn't rotate perfectly?
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm already into the set, so I don't want to stop it.
It just doesn't feel good.
Next one.
This is like the only leg extension machine I've used that does that, where it like feels weird.
Right.
Like through the range of motion, it like rotates in a certain way. Like
it's because you can move this.
Yeah.
So what happens is if it's a little bit too short or a little bit too long, it's always gonna like move along your shin.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the other machines, what they have is they actually they're on their own mechanism. So what will happen is it will move with you.
Right.
So like if you take a look at the Planet Fitness ones, this thing's not stationary.
It
goes up and down. So like you won't notice because it will literally roll along your leg as it needs to.
Yeah. Dude, the best one that I've used, the best leg extension that I've used is the I want to say it's hammer strength.
Oh,
It's like
I've used
very
it.
standard, run of the mill, but it's relatively heavy, like at least for unilateral. Just feels really good. Like you don't have to, it doesn't mess with anything. It just feels good in terms of like the biomechanics of, I guess, my specific legs. But like this one isn't the most comfortable.
I agree.
But it gets the job done for what I need. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like,
No, there's a lot of other ones that I prefer to this. Once you find a good one, it's very hard to go back to another one. I like the one that's at
190. I don't know if I can do that.
You can do that.
Okay, we're gonna try it.
Playing humble over here. Nice. Come on. Good. Let's go. Come on. Isometric. Keep going. Isometric. I screwed up his set. Things looking good. You're gonna be doing all right at the Olympia.
You're gonna enjoy watching that go.
Why? What'd you do?
Dude, I haven't seen anyone max out in this business, so that's...
A little flat today. Guys, I have had 400 plus grams of carbs every day for the last few days, and I'm still flat. You'll understand when the video comes out. Crazy stuff, man. This makes his legs look like they're 10 feet long. No Dr. Mike screams today?
At least Johannes did. When he was
No, he was screaming, and he's got his head leaned back like this, and the guy comes over and is like putting his hand on his shoulder while he's screaming. It was pretty funny. Bro, you're strong on this. My gosh.
Dude, I don't know what it is. My hamstring curls are just strong for no reason. I don't know why.
So that's interesting because on the like SLDL variation,
you're much stronger than I am.
Yeah, so it must be a balance between like my erectors are probably a decent amount stronger than yours, but your hamstrings are just as if not stronger than mine.
Maybe.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Which one does it? The short head, long head? I can't remember which one.
The short head is more active in curls.
Okay. But you don't think that makes much of a difference?
Maybe. I guess it would probably depend on the cross-sectional area, but typically if somebody is very strong on hamstring curls, they're also going to be pretty strong on their hinges, or at least that portion for the hinge.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've never taken curls out of my program. Hinges have been here and there. I wonder if I was consistent. Well, like I'm consistent with hinges right now. I wonder how strong I could get them.
It also might simply be like a length issue, right? Like you're a little bit taller, you have to go further down. Like
yeah, that's
so that could also be playing into it. No matter what, you're very strong on these.
Yep. Come on, Joel, stay in there. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. You are very strong at these. Dang.
Thank you.
It's like we need to prioritize some curls. My goodness. Wow, you look better than last time. Honestly, your shape is really good. So the thing that you're struggling with, that a lot of people struggle with, is they stand really straight and then they have a hard time flexing. It should be something where you can just sit into it and it's not that hard you don't have to like work that hard at it, just like a slight flex. Now we just did do legs, so it's gonna be harder too. Yeah. But overall, it shouldn't be that difficult. Little bend, little bit of an external rotation to get them to turn on. And then yeah, this will come on, and then boom. That is a really good upper shape. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a really good upper shape. It's fun. Okay, so there's what I call relaxed physiques and posed physiques. You're a posed physique. Yeah. Like, and C-Bum is also a posed physique. So if you see him stand next to Ramon looks sick when they're just standing side by side, and you're like, oh, like Ramon should win. And then they get into the pose, you're like, oh yeah, that's why C-Bum wins. Yeah, the bicep is solid. If you could get a little bit more size to the back here.
Yeah, my triceps
what's your current tricep go-tos?
I put them first in every single upper session.
But I mean as far as like exercise selection.
I'm doing Vulcan grip on like an incline bench.
Okay.
I'm doing 2 sets and then 1 to 2 sets of like same setup, increase the bench angle, and then I'll do an overhead with the Vulcan grip on the bench. On other days I'll do unilateral.
Do you do any supinated?
Yeah, the unilateral stuff I do is supinated.
Supinated?
I'll kind of come in like this.
Genetics, man. Genetics.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I just don't have like.
It's just time.
The long head is just not there.
It's just time at that point then. Are they strong or no? Yeah.
I mean, I would have to compare it to someone else's, but
It's like people like to separate the strength and the muscles so much, but if you just get them ridiculously strong in those motions, they'll grow. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like I know if I'm putting them first and they get strong, they'll get bigger. It's just frustrating.
look at that shape. Can you see that from there? My goodness. What's a front relax look like on you? Yeah, that's just nice, man. What's it look like when you flex your abs down?
I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, you could use a little bit more ab thickness.
Really? I don't train my abs at all.
No, that's it's one of those things where because your lats and your chest are so good, the abs take away from the look.
Oh, really?
So like for me, like my abs are thick and my chest and lats aren't that great. So it's like the abs almost distract from those. But you, it's the opposite. Your chest and your lats are really good. So you almost have to like bring the abs up to make it look more proportional. Like your abs would be fine on somebody with a smaller chest and lats. See that? That's why my SLDL is stronger. Doesn't happen, I'm just kidding. Your front to back shape is very nice. So like some people do much better from the side poses. So like me, I'm a very side pose dominant person. It's just like it's more full, better look, better silhouette when I'm posing to the side. Your poses from front to back are very nice. Which if you have to choose one, front and back is better because there's more poses that way.
I guess, yeah. I feel like it's harder for social media though. Like you
Why?
have to do a lot of stuff from the side, unless you're like doing bodybuilding style poses.
I don't think so. Like go ahead, hit a front double. If you hit that on social media, people would like that. Let me go ahead, hit it again. Now take and tilt yourself slightly forward. Yeah, I mean that's a good overall look.
Good.
I'm telling you, man. Like you could even on social media, like that'd be a good pose for you. How are your like half side, half front poses? All you do is just this. All right, open up a little bit, blow your air out, pull a vacuum.
Holy.
Yeah, so what it is you open this up. Yeah, I think if you worked on your vacuums and got them a little bit deeper, have some sick posing.
What do you think are the main strong points and weaknesses structurally, and then also in terms of muscle size?
So structurally, your waist is a little wide.
I was going to say that too, yeah. The waist is just a little wider, but your back can compensate.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like it's wide, so if you were to just stand on stage like this, they'd be like, oh, that's a wide waist. But the minute you pull the vacuum, you don't notice it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it all comes in. Yeah. So it's like that's technically a structural weak point, but it's probably not going to matter on a stage.
Just hit a vacuum, and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
What about like the width of like the shoulders, the thigh cone?
Width is honestly pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, because like we'll do your front relaxed, right? If you can do a front relaxed, and even when you're not ridiculously lean, you still have pop, then you're doing okay, right? But what I would also say is when you hit your relaxed poses, what you do is you take and you lateral raise your arms. What you want to do instead is you want your arms to just come up because the lats are pushing them out. And what that will do, because like right now this is activated. You don't want this activated, right? No, seriously, like but that's what it is. They're relaxed, and it's the lats that push them up. Still activated. Still activated. It's the lats that gotta push them up. We will talk about that experiment in another video, so stay tuned for that. As always, love you guys, appreciate you guys. TNF and Booney out.